Welcome to Caliente Topics. This is your daily tax webcast. My name is Veronica Russell from MMTAXMAN.com, and I have Patrick Russell, EA, as well from MMTAXMAN.com. On today's webcast, we're going to talk about W-2G as a gambling income, right, Patrick?
Very good, Veronica. That's exactly right. A real fun webcast for all you do-it-yourselfers out there. Football season is upon us, and now, of course, with DraftKings, FanDuel, so many different sites that are sprouting up that are offering a sports booking environment, right? And so not only can you do your fantasy, but you're also looking at a chance to win money, right? Now, just like a casino in Vegas, just like the bicycle club, at your local city of industry, any gambling winnings that you might be so lucky to win is income. And then how much do you have to win before the casino or the gaming establishment is required to send out that W-2G?
$600 or more. That's when you're required to provide your personal information such as social security number, name, and address to be issued a W-2G.
That's exactly right. So once you get to a certain jackpot, the gaming establishment is supposed to hand over to you a W-4, which is a simple IRS form requesting the basic information that the gaming establishment would need in order to file the proper tax document. But that's not the only number you want to be aware of. As a gambler, if your jackpot exceeds $5,000, there's actually a backup withholding of 28% that the casino or the gaming establishment is supposed to, without your consent, they don't care, they're supposed to hold back and pay to the IRS, to which it would be reported on Box 2, federal tax withheld on your W-2G. Okay. The next big thing that you want to talk about is Social Security in general. What if I don't give my Social Security number? What's the amount of backup withholding that the gaming establishment will have to withhold if you don't give them their Social Security? What's that number?
Just 31%.
That's
Only
exactly
31%.
right. Thank you very much. It's right, 31%. So if you play hard ass with the casino, they have rules in place. I mean, you'll still get your payout. It'll just be less than 31%. And the only way that you'd be able to get that money back is by filing your tax return and properly reporting on line 21, other income, the jackpot that you earn. Now, another big question that we hear all the time, Veronica, is whether or not you can take losses against your winnings. Can you take losses against your winnings?
Definitely the answer is yes. Just keep in mind that you can up to your winnings.
That's exactly right, guys. Keep in mind that gambling, the activity itself, for most individuals is considered a hobby. Meaning that you're not really in the activity for a for-profit motivation or intent. And that's very important. We'll go into professional gambling later. But if you're an armchair gambler, weekend gambler, online sports betting gambling just for fun, then the most that you can claim against your gambling income is both the losses as well as the related direct expenses that you may have had in order to win that money. Are we talking about internet monthly bill? Yeah, we are. Are there possibly maybe some travel and some admin expenses with the banking? Sure, anything that may have a direct consequence to you winning that money or actually handling that money, direct deposit or whatnot, that is something that you could add to the list of losses that would be claimed on your Schedule A miscellaneous itemized deductions. Now keep in mind that gambling losses are not subject to that 2% of AGI floor. So it is not that segment of the Schedule A that they had suspended with the 2017 TCJA. We've talked a lot about that. Gambling losses, thankfully, is not part of that family of deductions. So you're straight on that, guy. So any questions, any final word to the audience besides good luck, happy hunting, and keep in mind, the next big thing you want to be mindful of, quarterly estimated tax payments. Last thing, guys, let's say you hit it real big. And let's say you already have the withholdings, but could that be enough potentially?
Not necessarily.
Absolutely. First and foremost, you have the state, the resident state that you won the jackpot potentially, especially now, not maybe in Nevada where potentially if you're in Vegas, you didn't have to worry about that. No state income taxes, right? But with online betting, Not the case. It's where you live. And so if you have a state income tax to worry about normally in your resident state, it would include any winnings off of things like FanDuel and DraftKings. So estimated quarterly tax payments is something you want to think about both on the state side
and on the
and then depending if you're already making some good cheddar on your day job, right? And you might even have a bonanza might have happened in the stocks.
Yep.
You really want to make sure that this new element of income, especially a big jackpot, doesn't push the meter up on your tax liability that you weren't expecting, because now everything gets shifted. Even remember when you have medical expenses, it has to be over 7.5% of your AGI. Well, if your AGI just got bumped up by a $500,000 jackpot, you can forget about those doctor copays being a write-off for the year. You feel me on that?
Yeah.
Guys.
So, I mean, there's a lot more, but we're going to come back with another webcast on that.
Professional gambling is another topic. We'll swing back around. There is a nuance to it. It really has to do mostly with the intent and your narrative, but we'll come back and swing back on that directly. Guys, a quick way to get a quick answer is by using our comment box below. Guys, don't just subscribe to this channel, even though we will be doing this pro bono tax workshop on a daily basis, but lend your voices to the show. It'll make it a whole lot more interesting. Guys, have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.